Be the boss. Be the boss. Be the man. Be the man. You the man. I'm the man. You motherfucker. Okay. Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's back. Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's time for the Ask Jesse answers. Thanks, everybody, for taking the time to post so many awesome questions. Question number one comes to us from Jamie Mueller. And Jamie asks, what's the most motivational book you've ever read? And no, you can't name your own book. I think my book is more of a really strong contender in the relationship and personal development one. Maybe not so motivational. For motivational books, I would say number one, without a doubt, was The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. And The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari is a book that I read at a time in my life. It's one of the first books I read after college. And when I got out of college, I remember I was so burnt out on reading. And I used to really enjoy reading, but I was burnt out on it because you had to read so many books that I thought were lame and irrelevant. And reading The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari was this whole eye-opening book of just simple little pearls of wisdom. And I remember reading it thinking, like, why didn't I learn this stuff in school? Why weren't these kinds of practical ideas and concepts being taught instead of having to read things about the Scarlet Letter and that kind of stuff because it was relevant history or whatever it is. And it was such a life-changing, life-altering book for me. And it really started to get me to look at things I was doing in my life, how I was living my life, decisions I was making, the way I was relating to people. And it was just an eye-opening one for me. So that would be number one. Other ones for me, I really enjoy reading military books that are written from a soldier's perspective, the soldiers talking about an experience they had. I've read American Sniper, Lone Survivor, all those. I like those because I'm so grateful for the military and what they do to keep us safe and provide me with the freedoms I enjoy, and it helps me put life in perspective. You know, if I'm having a bad day, I get up and I'm running late for something, or there's traffic, or whatever it is, right? I remind myself of some of the stories I've read from those guys and what their kind of bad day is, and it really, again, it kind of snaps me back to reality and think, I got traffic, but big deal compared to. So those would be my ones, military books and The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Great question. Question number two comes to us from Robert Torres, and Robert says, I'm looking for a mentor with success like yourself under their belt, but it seems that no one wants to reply to me. Do I need to have a portfolio made, pay a mentor, or just look for someone more willing to take their time to show me their knowledge and guide me in the right direction? I have the motivation, drive, work ethic, and love to hustle. Seems like a hard thing to come by. What steps should I be taking? Okay, great question, Robert. And first step I would take is I would take your tenacity, that drive, and that love of hustling, and really start to hone in on some people that you really do. If somebody doesn't reply to you right away, I wouldn't take that as a closed door. Just keep hustling, right? Part of hustling, part of having to work and go after something is we're not always going to get on the first go, right? We may have to ask again and again and again. Is it something you need to have a mentor? Is it something you need to pay for? You know, I recommend both. And the reason why is you're going to get different experiences from different people. I've definitely had mentors in my life that have provided me with some invaluable lessons, and I didn't pay for them. I've definitely had some leadership figures in my life that have provided invaluable lessons, and I didn't pay for them. And I've also hired professionals to work with and paid them, and I've gotten invaluable experience from them. I have a business coach I work with. I've worked with other coaches in the past for different things. I've worked with coaches for relationships, all those types of things. And paying for them was a really powerful process for me because, one, when you make the decision to pay somebody for a service like that, you're first deciding that what you want, you know, whether it's your business, your relationship, your life, it's worth that, right? And you're worth it because you're worth investing in yourself to do something like that. Two, when we put our money into something, it often gives us a higher level of accountability. I mean, I don't know about you, but for me, if I'm going to be spending my hard-earned money on something, I'm going to damn well get the most I can out of it, right? And so if I'm going to spend money on it, it's like a signal to my brain saying, hey, this is worth giving it that extra attention. This is worth giving that extra effort because now you're spending your money that you could have used for this on this, and more importantly, you. So I think there's a lot of value in it. Plus, when we have an established relationship like that where we're paying, it usually is going to keep things more professional. There's often more structure, more accountability, more focus that comes with that. With having a mentor there, that can be there too. However, sometimes when we blur lines of friendship and professionalism, it can get hard. Some people can do it very successfully. I have clients that I'm very close with, and I have clients that it's a very professional relationship. So you have to make those decisions per each situation. So for you, what I would ask myself would be this: what is going to be the most effective at getting me what I want? Is it going to be a mentor? Is it going to be a coach? Is it going to be someone that you find for free? Is it going to be a friend? Is it going to be a family member? Is it going to be someone you hire? Is it going to be all of the above? Is it going to be none of the above? But what is going to be the most effective thing for you to get you what you want? So knowing what you want and what you're going to need to get what you want, that gives you an ability to focus in on it. Having that focus is going to make it much easier for you to apply that hustle, to apply that tenacity you have to going out there and getting what you want. Okay, cool. Guys, that's it for this week. Awesome questions. Thank you again, everybody, so much for taking the time to ask them. I hope you guys find value in this. If you do, please share this video with your friends, your family, the people that you care about. Your shares of the video are just going to help me to get my message out there and help me to help more people. I think I've shared with you all, and if not, I'm going to do it right now. My personal mission in life is I want to be able to positively impact the lives of 2 billion people, billion with a B, before I leave this earth. And by your sharing, you're allowing other people to hear what I have to say, it's going to help me do that. So with all my heart, thank you guys so much. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to next week's Ask Jesse. We'll see you then.